Hello everyone, this video is for 42 cycle PhD scholarship offered by University of Tor Vergata, Rome. So this university offered PhD scholarship in many areas that we will check later. So the English version of this call is yet not available, but it will be available soon. So I strongly suggest you to read the call carefully, and then you should start your application. To start the application, we have to follow this link, which is in green writing, that we will check later. And here on the right hand side, they have mentioned the call in Italian language, and as well as some formats, some documents that some of those relevant to you that you have to fill during your application process. So if we scroll down, we can check the other relevant information. For example, the deadline to apply in this scholarship is 9th June 2026, 12 noon Italian time. And similarly, if you want to apply at this university, there will be an application fees of €35, and it has to be submitted by the deadline, which is 9th June 2026. So again, if you want to apply, this is the tab. You can click on this tab, or you can click on the tab that we checked before. So here you will see the call in Italian language. You can open it, and if you want to read, you can read the key information. But also on this page, you can see on the left hand side they have mentioned the list of all the courses that are available for this call. So as you can see that they have mentioned all the courses that are available. So there are too many courses are available, so you can choose your relevant course. Similarly, okay, so on this page they clearly explain all the information that if you need any assistance during your application, or you have to submit a document later, you can find the relevant information here. Here they have mentioned all the email IDs of the course and the course coordinator and the relevant email ID. These email IDs you will not see in the video. I have to hide them because YouTube will remove this video if there is any email ID in the recording. So they have mentioned that if you have any issue, you have to write email ID, and you have to put in CC this email ID concorso@phd.uniroma2.it, and obviously you have to send email ID to these email addresses to the coordinator, but in copy you have to put this generic email ID, which is for generic which is a generic email ID to manage this PhD competition. Similarly, on this third tab on the left hand side, they have mentioned all the necessary documents that you have to download and you have to fill. All these documents are not relevant to you, but maybe some documents are relevant to you. So that is why I suggest you to read the call carefully, so you can also follow this. You can also have a look on this page as well. Then there is also a FAQ section. So here you will find all the necessary information. So they have almost mentioned all the generic questions. So if you should refer to these FAQs first, and still if you do not find the answer of your question, you can use the relevant email ID of the coordinator. So these are some generic information. You will find the link of this page in the video description, and you can check all these tabs on the left hand side, and also the documents that are available on the right hand side. Okay, so these are the documents that are available on the right hand side, and these are the tabs that I told you that they contain a different information. Moreover, before starting application process, I would like to tell one thing, that you can first identify your relevant course, and then you can open the website of relevant course. For example, this is the website of PhD in biotechnology and molecular biology. Here you will see the introduction of this course, and they have mentioned all the available scholarships, like they have mentioned that university scholarship are 6, and then department scholarship 1. So you can read this information. But more importantly, that I want to tell you that here they have mentioned the admission procedure. They have mentioned, for example, admission the oral examination maximum 10 points. Then they have mentioned the points for each document and each step, so you can read it carefully and you can prepare accordingly. Similarly, they have mentioned the title or the subjects that you should have in your master degree. So you read these things carefully and then you should start your application. So the important part is the application process. So to application process we have to follow this platform. So if you already have an account, then you can simply write your username and the password and then click on the enter. But if you do not have an account, then first you have to do your registration. So to do registration, you have to click here on the registration, and then here you simply have to write your email ID and then click on Avanti, or you can change language into English. Okay, enter your email ID and then click on next, and then you will receive a code on your email ID. So you have to enter your code here and then click on the next button. So we entered the code and now we click on the next button. Remember, sometimes you receive this code in the spam, so also carefully check your spam. And here you have to write your first name, like first and middle name if there is any, and then here you have to write only your last name, not more than one name. Okay, so here you can write, if you have first more than one name, you can write your first and middle name, but here you have to write only your last name and then your gender and then your citizenship. So let's say we choose Pakistan and then click. Then you have to, if you have any additional citizenship, then you can choose, like if you have second citizenship you can choose, but otherwise you can leave it empty and then click on the next button. Okay, here you have to choose your date of birth. So first write the day and then month and then write the year, and then write the country of birth where you were born. It may be different from your citizenship, and then write the foreign city of your birth, where the city where you were born. So just write the city name, and then this is the Scholarhsips college, so you will not have it. So if you click on the next button, then you can move to the next step, and in some cases it will be automatically generated, but it is not mandatory for the foreign students. Then here you have to write your address. So first write your street name, then write the country of your address, then write your city name, and here write the zip code, and then here you have to write your phone number. So first write country code and then write your mobile phone number, and here you have to write, if you have any additional email ID you can write, otherwise you can skip it. And here you have to provide your Skype account, but again it is not mandatory. Also additional email ID is not mandatory, but the things where they have not mentioned non-mandatory are the mandatory. So like your phone number, you can write your country code and then where phone number, and then you can also provide these information. So you can provide additional email ID and Skype account and then click on the next button. Okay, so these are the information that we have entered. You can check, if you want to change anything you can change, but if everything is okay, we can move to the next step. So if you want to change anything, you can click on the back button and you can go back and you can make changes, but if everything is okay, then click on confirm and confirm display information. And here you will see that they have mentioned your login username, which is your email ID, and they have also give the password. So copy this password because later you have to use it. So after completing the registration, we go back again to the home page, and here we have to enter our credential, like our email ID and the password that we received at the end of registration. Then click on enter, and here you will also again receive an OTP on your email ID. So you have to enter your OTP and then click on enter. Okay, we received the OTP. Now we can go to the next step. Remember to check your spam folder if you do not receive OTP. Then click here, after entering OTP, click on enter. So these are the section to upload your identity documents. So you have to choose first document type like passport, and then write its expiry date of your passport. And here you have to upload your passport, so click on choose file and upload your passport. After attaching the passport, click on upload button. So passport is uploaded. So we have to go again on the main menu. So here we have to click on my application. First we have to sign up for the course. So select your PhD course from the drop down list. So you can see that all the courses are available, so you have to choose your relevant course. So for example, we choose mathematics, and as you can see that it is mentioned that it is for all the current dates. In some cases there may be some courses which are limited to only foreign students, and there are some courses which is limited only to Italian citizens. For example, here you can see that it is written per stranieri means that foreigner, so it is only for the foreign course. Where it is written per tutti candidati, that's when it is for all the citizen, for all nationalities. So you can choose your relevant course, so which is industrial engineering. Then click on next button. Then the citizenship that we have already entered, then click on next button. Then if you belong to category of public sector employee, then you have to choose second. Then if you are independent candidate, you have your own source of funding from your own country or from other scholarship entity, then you have to choose third option, and then you have to provide this relevant option. But if you are applying for a scholarship at Tor Vergata University, then you have to choose the last option, that I do not fall into any of the categories listed above, and you are applying for any of the position listed above. So you are not interested in applying for any of the position listed above. So then click on the next button. Okay, so here we have to upload the documents. So to upload the documents, we have to go back to the main menu. But here, if you click here on this blue tab, information about this section, if you click here, then they have mentioned that we have selected the industrial engineering course. So they have mentioned the requirement, and then the documents and the deadline that you have to upload. So for example, we have to upload our CV, we have to upload a list of publication, we have to upload our motivation letter, then the reference letter. So these are documents which are in white color are mandatory, and there are some documents like they mentioned the optional qualification. So they have not just entered the maximum score that you have to check on program website, but these are the documents that we have to upload. So to upload the documents, we have to we have to close it, and then we have to go to the main menu, and then click here on my documents, and here we can upload all the documents. So you can write your document name. Here you can choose the file. For example, we can here write master degree, and then click on upload. Okay, so this file is uploaded. Then similarly you can upload the other documents like CV. So here you can write CV and then click on the upload. So this is also in this way this file is also uploaded. So in this way you can upload all the necessary documents as well as additional documents. Then go again to the main menu. So click on my application, then click on sign up for courses, and here we have to start again from where we have left, like industrial engineering, then next page, again next, then choose the last option, then again click on the next button, and here we have to that applicant must hold a master degree, that which is the requirement. If we go here on information section, then they have mentioned the admission requirement, which is like your master degree. So select the previously uploaded PDF file related to the required degree. So here the documents that we have already uploaded, you have to choose. Remember that I have just, as demonstration, I uploaded a few documents, but you should upload all the documents in the document section. So we choose this file that it is related to your admission requirements, and then click on next button. And here you have to provide the reference detail of your referees, like your master degree supervisor or other relevant person. So first it is better to talk with that person. If he or she is agreed to provide reference letter to support your application, PhD application, then you provide information here. So here you have to write the first and last name of your referee, and then you have to write the university name of your referee, and then you have to most importantly write the correct email address of your supervisor, and then click on the next button. And in this way the information of these referees will be added, and you can add more than one referee information, but one at a time. So as you can see that the information of first referee has been added. Similarly, you can add the information of second referee. So after entering the information of all referees, click on the next button. And here you have to choose the research project. So remember that first you have to upload all the documents, and then you can choose which document is relevant to this category. For example, now they are asking about research project, so you will see the drop down, all the documents that you have uploaded in the drop down. So you have to choose the document which is relevant to research project. So just for demonstration, I choose the CV. Actually it is not the correct document, but I hope you understand what I am explaining to you. Then click on the next button. And similarly here you have to choose the document relevant to all these sections. So for I choose CV. So I'm just doing an example, but you have to do in a correct way. So these are the documents that we have uploaded. We have also provided the detail of referees and also the documents. Then click on the next button if everything is okay. Okay, so as you can see that the application has been successfully submitted. Now you can print your payment form, because there is an also application fees of €35, and similarly you can also print your application form. So if you want to pay fees, you have to click here, print payment form, and a fees this will appear here, and you have to pay the fees using PagoPay. And I already made a separate video on how to scan this QR code and how to pay your application fees. So you will find the link of that video in the video description, and you can follow that video to pay your application fees. So this is all about application process at University of Tor Vergata. If you have any question, you can write in the comment box.